Solo.
And hello, there's a good start. Let us a little cough into the mic to get us going. Hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. We're going back to Gaia Project for the first time in almost a year, about a year. Just realized it's been too long. I was sitting last night, it's like, hey, I have some time tomorrow. I could stream. I thought about streaming Zeds, and then I started thinking through my top 5, because Gaia Project is still very much in my top 5, although it's getting some serious challenges from Primal. Primal is quickly moving up my list, so look out for that next week. I'm going to stream that. I'm hoping to stream that on Wednesday, so I do have it scheduled, so hopefully I can keep to that schedule. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I realize it's been way too long since I've streamed Gaia. I have not played it much solo. I have played it a couple of times competitively. Not as much as I'd like, because my friend group thinks I'm too good at it, which is like funny because I'm good at it for my friend group, but I'm sure some of y'all that watch these videos would absolutely destroy me. And honestly, my win record against my friends when I try stupid strategies like trying to Gaia form when I shouldn't actually isn't that great. So it is what it is. But here we are. Going back to the Xenos, I am following the initial 14 videos I did. I'm just kind of going through that video, those videos, and just kind of following the same order of presentation in that sense. So I have not played with the Xenos in a minute, so I'll read up their special rules, make sure I have those fresh in my brain, and then we will go. We have some comments. Brian Silverfish says, oh my god, yes! And Alfred Wallace says, we are live. Love some Gaia Project and intrigued by the expansion, but I'm still easily intrigued by expansions. Yes, I am excited about the expansion in a sense, and then I remember how expansions also often make games even harder to get to the table by adding layers of complexity, which I'm not sure making Gaia Project harder to get to the table is something I need to do. But, of course, I already did pre-order the expansion, and I will be excited when it arrives. No doubt. So, let's talk about Xenos. And, I know, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Ha ha ha, Greg's an idiot. Alright, Xenos. The Xenos planet type is desert. Their ability is they place a third starting mine after all other starting mines have been placed. Their planetary institute is you can form federations with a total power value of 6 instead of 7, and you gain 1 QIC as income instead of 1 power token. Instead of what? Yeah, 1 Q instead of 1 power token. Oh, I guess the other factions usually have a power token. Yeah, that's a weird way to word that. All right, let's go. We have our little handy dandy app. I use boardgamehelpers.com. I will probably have to prove to them that I am not a robot because it is it's a real concern. It's a real concern. I'm not a robot. Do they believe me? They do. Look at that. All right, here's our setup. I have not picked our Atoma. Did they actually assign an Atoma? They do. Look at that. So they said the Atoma is the Itars. I will go with that. So I'm not going to use the white pieces because they just don't come out on camera very well, and for some reason this game is really hard to get on camera in a way that isn't super glaring to the eyes. Hopefully the settings are okay for y'all today. So let me get the ITAR stuff over here. I'm trying a new setup with Gaia today. We'll see if this works. Just bear with the technical difficulties. But we're going to use the gray for the ITARs. I'm going to get their ITARs faction card. We have the the white card here. So their Atoma action is they do 2 QIC actions using the same support card, and then they get 4 points. So they will clog up the faction actions very seriously, and that Atoma action can give them tons of points, because 4 points a pop over the course of 6 rounds actually can really add up. Nothing to sneeze at, as one of my friends will say. We have all of these buildings I'll put down here. And I am going to have to take a quick pause because my sinuses are, again, doing their normal attacking when sinuses attack on the next solo playthroughs. Ba, 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 ba. Riveting television. All right. And the satellites, I'll put 2 here. I'll use the reds to help me figure out where the Atomas are supposed to place a mine when they do that sort of thing. And then we'll have the Atars over here on the research areas. And this will go here. Hold on 1 second. And we're back. All right, let's make this happen. We have the Federation token of theirs is going to be 6 points and 2 knowledge. And then we have our advanced tech tiles. In the Gaia and the terraforming track, it's going to be a one-time around action for 3 knowledge. That could be pretty strong. We have the one-time around action for 3 ore. Doesn't feel as strong. We have 3 points for every time you build a trading station. We have 2 extra points for every time you move up on a research area. We have the one-time around action where you get a QIC and 5 credit, and this is 2 points for every sector that you're in at the time you take it. So some interesting possibilities there. I'm not a huge advanced tactile guy. Sure, I'm under exploring that part of the game a little bit. As far as the normal tactiles, in the 3 down here, we have 4 credits in 4 credits in income. We have 1 knowledge for every planet type that you have colonized. We have the once around action of powering 4. Could be really important. The Atars do not build as much as some of the Atomas, so having a way to cycle power can be pretty important to keeping us competitive here. More income tiles in both the navigation track and the AI track. We have 1 ore and 1 credit, and 1 QIC immediately. In the terraforming track, we have 3 points every time you colonize a Gaia planet. In the economic track, don't like that there at all. And then in the knowledge track, we have your planetary institutes and your academy are worth 4 each instead of 3. Which, again, that's not a great location either. I mean, getting, with our special power where we could make a federation with 6 power instead of 7, that tile becomes a bit less important. And again, these are 2 tracks that you really are gonna have to strongly consider going up in any game of Gaia Project, but especially a solo game, because that income and knowledge and otherwise can be hugely important over the course of a game. So we have our round boosters. Round 1, we get 3 points for every trading station we build. That will go there. We're going to get 4 points for every trading station we build in round 2. So that's an interesting 1-2 punch. There we get 3 points for every Gaia planet we colonize. That's an interesting combo with the thing on the economic track. We have 2 points for every mine that we place on the board in round 4. Round 5, 4 points for every Gaia planet. I mean, okay, I guess we're gonna have to really consider taking that now. And then we have the 2 points for every terraforming step that we have in round 6. Our game ed bonuses are number of buildings we have on the board at the end of the game. 11 will be the dummy players. Let me get a couple of red satellites here. And then, so that's on 11. Just use your imagination. And then we have, oh, I just dropped that on the floor, didn't I? I did. Do I see it? Nope. Nope. Not going to worry about it. I will get it later. This is going to go on the 8. So number of satellites on the board. So interesting. Definitely want to get some spread out a little bit. That's an interesting counter. So lots to think about. So getting 8 satellites, we're going to have to really work on that. Because remember, with only needing 6 power, we tend not to need as many satellites, which is, again, also reflected by the fact that we have QIC and not power. We don't need as much power. So that's going to be a really interesting puzzle. Now, I know a lot of people don't like how I play this, where like you just do the setup and then choose your faction. I like this randomness because it makes me think about a different kind of puzzle, right? So we have some things that are not going to synergize well, and now the challenge for me is to figure out a way to try to make it work. All right, we have our round boosters. The round boosters in play are going to be the following: 1 point for every mine we have on the board at the time we pass, plus an ore in income. We have, where do I want to put the round boosters? Well, I don't know where I want to put these yet, but we'll have to figure it out. So that's going to be there. 2 credit in income and the QIC in income. 4 points for every academy or planetary institute we have on the board at the time we pass, plus cycle 4 power in income. 2 points for every trading system we have on the board at the time we pass, plus an ore in income, and then 1 point for every Gaia planet we have colonized, plus get 4 credit in income. Those are all we need from those. All right, we start with 1 QIC for being 1 up on the AI track. We start with another QIC on our board. Everything else on my board is set. We will have, again, we have the 15 credits, we have our 3 knowledge, and we have our 4 ore. Our planet, let's see if this fits the way I think it should. Our universe, I should say, not our planet. Our universe is set up as follows. That's number 7 in my hand. That's going to be somewhere over here. We'll figure out exactly how in a second. This is number 5. That's going to be somewhere over here. Number 6 is going to be somewhere down here. That should come together like that. Number 2 is my eyesight is going. It's going to go there. Number 3 it's going to go in here. And yep, those Gaia planets can come together like that. Number 1 is going to go up here. And number 4 is going to go here. Now let me see how this balances on the screen. Not well at all. All right, we're going to have to move. Well, if it's like that. Wait, that's how the board looks, and then I have to tilt it so that it's straight. So it's going to have to go like that. And then I can move it down here. All right. That will play. I like it. It's not great, but it will do. I'm going to have to move this. I could go off the screen a little bit. Actually, what I could do is just have this go over the top of that. Like so. We'll have to put the Gaia planets and such over here. Actually, could I put the round boosters up there? Probably not. Can I get the round boosters here? And get the round boosters up here. Like so. All right, so we have our round boosters. We have our Gaia planets. I'm going to put satellites for the Atoma on all of these things to make sure I remember to score them. Yes, you can score them all at the beginning of the game. I find it much more interesting to do it as you go. And then I think I'll end up putting this deck of cards. I'll put it down here. It's fine. Itars are here. And their satellites will be here. So we're going to put out 3. Sorry. Okay. Okay, that's all the setup. We get 3 Federation, 3 mines. Right, the guitar, they care about the center, right? All right, here we go. So I'm going to shuffle these up. Right, they get 2 mines, 2 closest to the center. This goes here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be one of those other 2. So we're going to do this randomly. Flip this over. Directional selection starting from the top. So this goes here. Then we're going to shuffle these again. We're going to give them their starting round booster. They're going to get the second one. Of course, that's the one I was probably going to take. That's how that goes. This will go here. Now we're going to set things up. So all of the greens come out, and then additionally, we're going to give them number 9. It's 4, 5, 6. We're adding number 9. And then we're going to shuffle these up. We're going to give 6 more. Six. Why am I forgetting how to do this? It's been a long time, guys. I think they just get 1 more, right? Atoma player aid. Draw an Atoma. Are there 4 that are out of play? Passing. And I am sweating. Hold on one sec. Ugh. Yeah, I guess there's 4 out of play every game. That just feels like too many. 6. Yeah, that's right. And then no changes. That's fine. So is there only, maybe there's more than 6. Nope, there's only 6. All right, we're good. So we're going to do this. 4 will come out of game. I don't know why. Why do I dodge myself? So we're adding this. That's going to be in the deck for the first round. These 5 will be added to the deck as we go. I'll put them over here. The bottom 3 goes sideways. It's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. I'm going to get reminders so I don't forget to score them and forget that end of round is possible. Man, it's been a long time since I played a solo. So hopefully someone knows what they're doing. Okay. Getting random updates from the wife. Good to go. Let's make this happen. So we are first player in the first round. I'm going to get a booster. I wanted the booster. I could do that. Getting my Academy out first round. Get a QIC every round is not crazy because it could become an ore. Can I build 2 of these? Could just take the 4 credit. Oh, I get to put my mines on the board. So I'm going to be here because that puts me in their neighborhood. I'm going to be here. And I will be here. Be as close to them as possible. Remember, the easiest things for me to terraform are going to be oranges and browns. Ugh. So I should actually be over here. And then after that, it'll be reds. Do I get a Gaia former just to start doing that? Yeah. Remember, you Gaia former, and I don't have a lot of power in my cycle. That's not going to be great because you got to take 6 power out just to start a Gaia former project. Maybe I consider that for future rounds. Power 2, power 4. If I put this out every round, that could be good. But I'm not taking a tech tile. Knowledge. Take that. Yeah, I think I get this out in round 2. I don't think round 1 makes a lot of sense. Not forming a federation the first round, which means that would be an utter waste. But it could really help me getting moving on there, even if I don't get the points out of it. And this is definitely, that was the obvious choice for booster. Obvious choice. All right, we're gonna grab this. I'm not gonna get any points out of it, but we'll make it work. So I'll put a cube on there. So when I pass, remember to take the 0 points that I have coming my way. Let's go to income. I'm gonna get 1 knowledge, 3 ore, no credit, cycling 4, like so. My first turn, I'm going to turn this mine into a trading station. So I'm going to spend 2 ore, and since I'm in the neighborhood, 3 credit. I'm putting this on the board. The round bonus says that gives me 3 points. I don't mind if I do. And that is all. We're going to go to the Atoma's turn. The first card flipped over is going to be the support card. And then we're going to flip the next card over. We're doing an Atoma action. Atoma is going to cover up using this support card. So 1 from the left. So 1, 2. And then it's going to get 4 points. Atoma goes from 10 to 14. Okay, that's one way for you to act. So an upgrade or something like that would have been slightly more preferable. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that. I just think it's a terrible idea. Knowledge. This dude's not going to expand. Terraforming steps for them. They care about white and Gaia. No, I'm sorry. They care about black and yellow. Wait, they're white. I'm sorry. They care about black. I'm messing myself up with the components here. I'm playing as the guitars. So they care about blue and black and Gaia. So could move up. Can I get, I don't want to make myself broke. Take that, that's interesting. Definitely need to hit the navigation track. at some point. I could do that. Then what? Move up on economic track. You move up on the knowledge track. All right, I'm going to. Yeah, doing a Gaia planet seems dumb. What I could, if I get a lot more bang for my buck in rounds 3 and 5. So I'm going to spend the. I'll spend 3 and 5. I'm going to put this on the board here. And that's going to let me take a tech tile. I'm going to take this tech tile. And that moves me up on a track of my choice. I will move up on the knowledge track. So I'm really going to want to hit a bunch of tracks in the next couple of rounds, and I think that's the best way for me to do that. Might go up again on the knowledge track because then it'll guarantee me a kind of a jump next turn. Atoma's turn. So the first support card goes away. The last card becomes a new support card. This card flips over. They're doing an upgrade action. They're going to upgrade closest to me. They're going to upgrade, well, in priority. So remember, the priority of upgrading is a Planetary Institute, a trading station to Planetary Institute. There are no trading stations on the board. So then a mine to a trading station. This can upgrade because it's closest to me. When that happens, I could spend 1 point to cycle 2. Don't mind if I do. And the Atoma is going to get 1 point. All right. We're going to go to my turn again. I'm going to cycle these 4 to get 2 more knowledge. So I did a power QIC action. The Atoma's turn. This support card goes away. This card moves over. Next card comes off. It's like riding a bike, guys. We're doing a power QIC action. 2 from the left. We only care about spaces that are not occupied. So 1, 2, and then 1 point. I'm going to use my personal action there to cycle 4. Atoma's turn. This goes away. This moves over. Next card comes out. Power QIC action. 5 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 points. That was the random card added to their deck. So they go from 16 up to 19. I've only powered off of them once. I could I do want to do a trading station, but I don't want to spend a fortune on it. They just took the terraforming step from me, so that's awesome. They might actually end the round next turn, which would be interesting. I kind of want to do a mine and a trading station, but that might be more expensive than I want. I really wish they had added a mine somewhere. Although they were the fewest terraforming steps. Oh, I'm a goober. They are the Itars. They would be here and here. Those are the two closest. That honestly changed my initial placements not at all, but it gives me a lot better options. I'm sorry. I'm using the gray pieces because of the camera, but they are the Itars. So they would have upgraded closest to me, and closest, they're both equal distant. Closest to me would have been coming from the bottom. So actually everything would have been the same. Dak gets there. I'm like, something wasn't adding up in my head. I apologize. Does this game have an official solo mode out of the box? Says Shane. Yes, it does, and it's excellent. It's created by the Atoma Factory, which is the same company that did the Scythe Atoma, Wormspan Atoma, Wingspan Atoma. The fact that I said Wormspan instead of Wingspan probably tells you my biases about those two games. It's excellent. This isn't my favorite of their Atomas. I think it's brilliant. There are 7 different factions. They all play slightly differently. It's very, very well done. So again, sorry about that. So I was using gray pieces because of the camera, but they should have started on the white. So the placements would have been different. I got a little lucky that I upgraded here first, and it just happened to come from the bottom. So that worked out. I was able to cycle, so there was no mistakes made in the making of this video yet. Just stay tuned. Or I mean, mistakes were made, but no mistakes that affected things. Is probably the best way to do that, to say what I was trying to say there. So I digress. So let's knowing what we know now. This is going to be the one that upgrades again too, because remember, first priority is trading station to a the planetary suit. So I'm going to spend 2 credit and 3 2 ore and 3 credit, because I'm now in the neighborhood for that guy. I'm going to put this sucker here, and thanks to the round boost, I get 3 points to do that. So now when I do that, so I'm now up to 15. So the point of getting a mine out is to make sure I don't miss out on that income. So it give me a nice set of income, because I'd have income from, I get two knowledge, 3 credit, and 2 ore. That's a nice little set of income going into round 2 for sure, especially when I have the cycle 4 booster. This goes away, this goes over, potential end of round, and it is not the end of the round. So it's a 0-point card, but it does move them up on a random track. They're going to go 3 coming from the right. 1, 2, 3. Going to go up there. The burp is a required noise. All right. We now go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's correct. We now go to my turn. I'm debating, because they care about terraforming steps. They would go for blues closest to me, so they would terraform that first, because they're not close enough to any of the white planets. So that's actually good for a minute. That means that Gaia planet is not super high pry. I think I'm going to use this. Well, I'm going to use this 4 knowledge to move up here. The question I have is, do I use these Gaia planets to man, so those are weird boosters. Do I use I just use the Gaia planets later, because I could spend 2 QICs to get to one of those things, but that's going to be very not cost efficient. And again, I think I'm better off waiting for the Gaia planets till later, especially knowing that their first place to build is there, and they're not going to be building a whole bunch this game, because it's just not what they do. I guess the other question is, do I want to get this out in round 3, or do I actually maybe get an academy out, which could be pretty sick. But all right, so I did the knowledge. Their turn. They're going to move here, flipping this over. Not the end of the round. Power QIC action times 2 using that. 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 covers that. You see how they really are going to make this tough. 1, 2, 3, 4 covers that. And 4 points goes up to 23. Lots of points for them. Those jerks. I think I'm going to miss out on that ore. But I think it just makes the most sense to pass now. Although I really wanted that tile. Ugh, they're killing me. I really wanted that tile. I mean, that's something to consider too. But if that's not an X, then I'm totally screwed. I mean, that's just the tile that makes the most sense for me. Yeah, those round boosters are rough. This is going to be a tough game. Trading stations again are the name of the game next turn. Gross. But I just don't have enough mines out. My trading stations are going to be really expensive. Not good. Yeah, the fact that neither one of those made them pass is really gross. It's putting me in a pickle. This is me in a pickle. That's one way to get a mine out. Those sneaky Atars. Brown and orange. Navigation track will help there. I'm probably just getting mines out next turn. As much as it pains me. Maybe one trading station. So it's not worth taking that. The trading station on the board, I'm going to be really tempted to make it out to a research lab. So I will grab 1 to 2. I'll grab this one because what's the difference? No points scored there. I've already passed. This goes back to the right side. I retained that. Nothing else has to refresh at this point. Atoma's turn. This goes there. This goes over. They go. Oh, now they place on mine. You jerks. So they're placing a mine. They're going to look at the fewest terraforming steps. It's going to be closest to me. They're placing a mine here on this blue. That gives them another planet type. Doesn't matter in this game, but just in case it did. That's the white right there. And when they place that, they are going to. I can send 1 to cycle 2, absolutely, and they're going to get 1 point. It's their turn. This comes in. This goes over. Now this is their support card, and that determines which of these they grab. They're going to grab this. This goes back to the right. They've officially passed. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to add 1 card to their deck. They're going to shuffle these up. It's the first age, so they score 3 points, 24 up to 27. A lot of points for 1 round. Itar, slow your roll. These come in like this, and done. This can come off the board. These all get removed. And away we go. This flips. Put this on there as a reminder. We go to income. I get 4 knowledge, 2 from there, 2 from here. I get 3 ore, so up to 5. And I get 3 credit, which gets me from 4 up to 7. My turn first, I'm going to... I definitely want to get the number 2 on the navigation track. Almost top priority. All right, I'm gonna spend the 4 knowledge to go here to get a QIC. That cycles 3. Huh. Orange is 1 terraforming step. So I could build there, build a trading station. That gets 6 points. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Goes up there, gets a QIC. Atoma's first turn. That flips over. That's the support card. We're doing a power QIC action. 2 from the left. Goes there, and 1 point. 27 up to 28. They are not letting me power off of them at all. So 3 and 5. Yeah, I'm going to do that. 4 or to 4 QIC to take a tactile is not crazy. So I'm going to spend 3 ore and 5 credit. So down to 2 and 2. I'm going to build this sucker here. This comes back here. That lets me take a tactile. I will take this guy, which can move up on anywhere. It seems best they'll move me up here. Six and 6 would be a little insane. But now I have range 2, so I can hold on to my QICs. I can do a terraforming step and get to that orange. Atoma's turn, their second action. This goes in, this goes over, flips up. Newest card added to their deck. They're moving up on their highest track. It is this track. Bam, they get 1 point. They go from 28 to 29 and done. Man, they're just not cycling anything for me. I just want you to cycle for me. I'm going to be so light on power. I get power back when I start making federations that way. I also have that as a way to get power back. Alright, I'm going to take 1 out of my cycle and move 1 over. I know I still have this, but it just seems crazy to use that right now. Plus the way they fill out the QIC board with their faction specific action. Again, they have 3 faction action deck cards in their deck, and I haven't seen any of them yet. So I'm going to then cycle this 3 power to do this. It gives me 1 terraforming step, and I have range 2. So I'm going to spend 1 ore and 2 credit to put a mine here, which gives me my second planet type. Atoma's turn. This goes away. This goes over. This flips. It is a power QIC action, 2 from the left. So the ore is gone. And 3 points. So 29 to 32. I'm going to use this power QIC action. This power cycle power action I have. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thomas' turn. It's probably going to be a faction action. No, placing a mine. All right, placing a mine. Range 2, closest to me, 1 terraforming step, but only range 2. So things that are within range 2 of them that are 1 terraforming step are this is 1 terraforming step in range 2. That's 1 terraforming step in range 2. And that's it. Remember, I'm playing against the Itars. I'm just using the gray pieces because the white does not come out well on the camera. The closest to me is this. So they're placing a mine there. I can spend a point to cycle 2. Point, cycle 2. Don't mind if I do. And they get a point. 32 to 33. Take another power out of my cycle. That's bananas. But I get another trading station, which can set me up well. All right, I'm going to take one out, move one over, cycle 4. Put this here, gets 7 credit. Atoma's turn, out, over, flip, faction action. 4 from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. That fills. 4 from the right again, 1, 2, 3, 4. That fills. And their faction action gives them 4 points. They go from 33 to 37. Done. My turn. I'm going to use a QIC as an ore, spend my last ore, spend 6 credit. Nope, 3 credit. To put this trading station on the board. That gives me 4 points because of the round booster. I go from 13 to 17. And then it will set me up to put my academy on the board next turn. If I take, or my planetary institute on the board next turn, if I take this to, maybe I'm just not doing the economic track today. Because it's not great. Thomas' turn. This comes in. This comes over. Potential end of round. And it isn't, because why would they ever end early? Wolf. All right. So they're getting a lot of actions. It's going to be one of those days. So 2 from the right. 1, 2. 2 from the right. 1, 2. 4 points. 37 to 41. My turn. I'm going to chill. When I pass, I take 2 points. Because I have 1 trading station on the board. 1, 2. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to retain the first player token. And this will clear off. All right. Toma's turn. Potential end of round. No, it's not. Move up on a random thing. 2 from the right. That one, no points. The Toma's turn again. And end of round. Great. So we do the support card. They take this tile. So glad I went and got that before they snagged it. These go back here. They're going to get 3 points from this, 41 to 44. This can come out of the game. We're adding a card. Shuffling these up. Seeing no comments. All right, 3 go to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1 goes on top. Clear out all of these. Flip this. Income, we get 2, 4, 9 credit, gets us up to 13 from 4. 1, 2 ore, not enough. 1 QIC, which we can use as ore, which is nice. And then 5 knowledge. 3 from here, 2 from there. Definitely need ore. Really badly. Oh, I have that. What's my quickest way to ore? I also need to get power back in my cycle. That's just a QIC. If I start getting my academies out, it can be helpful. Take that tactile, but 6 and 6 is more than I have right now. You move up in that cycle 3, gets me a QIC. Oh, that's interesting. Let me do that. I'm going to spend this 4 knowledge to move up here, which gives me a QIC, and I cycle 3. Toma's turn. Maybe we could always turn ore into power too. But it's again, I'm not exactly rich in ore right now. All right, moving up on a random track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the right goes up there. No points. And now I'm going to spend my 4 QIC to use this. It's a little aggressive use of QIC, but you know, I kind of like it. I'm going to take this tile, which immediately gives me a QIC back and an ore. And it moves me up on this, which gets me 2 more ore. Which makes me feel good. I must feel proud and good. Strong enough to beat the world. Somebody, I hope somebody knows that reference. All right. Atoma's turn. This goes off. This goes over. This flips. Faction action. 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. 44 to 48. Lots of points. Not caring about the round booster right now. Just all right. So now I actually have some more. I have to get another planet out. another mine out. I mean, I need some things I can develop on. I'm close to range 3 though. I'm gonna need more power. Might be a good time to do that. All right, I'm gonna power this 1, 1, 2, 3. Toma's turn. These move over, up. Doing upgrade action. It's doing a trading station to their academy. I can spend a point to cycle 2, but since I can only cycle 1, I actually don't have to spend anything, and I can just cycle that for free. So that worked out well. Oh, and a point. So 48 to 49. And remember with QSCs, I can do QSC into ore, then ore into power. It's hard to turn down that 2 ore, man. I'm telling you what. So I get the academy out. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Get an academy out. Let's really go knowledge heavy again. Get up to 3 range. Try to. I mean, the problem with trying to do federations, I have so little power. That's a cycle 4, which is and a QIC. I don't think I can. Well, 7. QIC could be nice. I don't think I can leave that ore out there. I'm just too desperate for ore. So I'm going to do this to cover this and get 2 ore. Academy gives me another tactile, which is super enticing. Toma's turn. Here. This flips, placing a mine range 4. So range 4, 1 terraforming step. So looking for all grays range 4. It's a huge amount of range. That's that. All blues range 4. All Gaia planets range 4. That's also range 4, but closest to me is clearly the one up top. So it's putting a mine here. I could spend a point to cycle 2. Toma gets 1 point. Point 2. I'm gonna play bad. At least there be more auctions too. So I'm gonna spend 6 down to 1, 6 down to 7. Put this on the board here. I'm okay with credit income because of that. When I can do that, I take a tech tile. I'm going to take this tech tile, which is going to move me up here. And that gives me a good spot for a mine, which would give me a mine to trading station to my planetary institute. And that extra QIC every round could be handy, which kind of makes up for me losing out on this. Toma's turn. This goes in, goes over. Faction action. So 4 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. 50 to 54. I'm going to spend this QIC, 1 ore and 2 credit to place a mine here. It's another planet type. That's 3 points for the round booster. So 28 to 31. Or 18 to 18 to 21. It's, you know, the same thing. Really. All right, Atoma's turn. This comes in. This goes over. Flip this. Doing an upgrade. The upgrade priority is a mine to a trading station. All right. Closest to me is going to be either one of those. Directional selections is from the bottom. So this one becomes a trading station in the neighborhood. The highest building is that. So I could spend 2 points to cycle 3. Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. 1 point. 55. My turn. I'm going to do this action. Get myself a QIC. Otoma's turn. Possible end of round. There. Flips. It is not the end of the round. Power QIC action. 2 from the left. 1, 2. And 3 points. 55 to 58. Just so many points. So many points. I pass. I pass. I take this. I think that will work pretty well. This goes back to the right. And no points for that. This can clear off. Toma's turn. Possible end of round. It is. Support action says it takes this. This goes back here. We get all of these together. It gets 2 points from that. So up to 60. This can come out of the game. Oh, it's on a new planet type, which is gray. Again, it doesn't, planet type doesn't matter in this game, but it's something I'm so used to keeping track of because depending on the end game things. So we added a new card. There should be 2 left in that deck. There is. And now it's all about building mines, kids. Hey, yeah. I mean, literally, if I take this tile, that's all of a sudden worth 4. That's 5, 6 by itself, which is a nice combo. I mean, I'm so high up on the knowledge check as it is. The navigation, getting that lost planet could be nice on the planet type. Gives me a lot of knowledge there. All right, 1, 2, 3 goes sideways. This goes here. This will flip. I'm gonna put a reminder here that that's points. I cycle 4. I can only cycle 3. I get 5 knowledge. That's 1 to 6. I get 4 credit. That gets from 5 to 9, and I get 3, 4 ore. Second guessing spending the 2 points to cycle 3, because if I didn't do that, I would just be there. But the round could have ended. I might not have gotten that booster, so it's 2 points. If I lose by 2 points, it's whatever. Hello, Greg. Sorry, I'm an hour late. Dude, never. Don't worry about apologizing to me, man. This game has been not great. I don't think. Oh, these come off. I definitely need ore. Because 4 ore isn't going to cut it. Oh, man. And I can't even get to my trading station to get to my Planetary Institute until I build. Yeah, I need to build a trading station here to get to my Planetary Institute. So I'm definitely going to cycle this to put this here to get the 2 ore before the Itars steal it from me. Yeah, Brian, I'm playing against the Itars. Again, the white doesn't come out well on the camera, so that's why I'm using the gray pieces. This comes over. That's a support card. This card is a power QIC action. 2 from the right. 3 points. 60 up to 63. I'm going to spend 2 and 3 to put this trading station here. Itars, this goes down, this goes over, flip. They're doing an upgrade. Mine to a trading station closest to me is definitely going to be this guy. That goes there. I can spend 2 points to cycle 3. Yes. I'm gonna need more power in my cycle, man. I'm gonna put this here to go 1, 1, 2, 3. Toma's turn. Bam. Oh, this should have come off. Bam. Power QIC action. 3 from the right. Oh, they snagged it. 1 point. That's hilarious. Wait, they were at 60. I forgot to give them 3 points last turn. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they came into this round with 60, went to 63, got 1 to 64. They should have gotten 3 more. I don't know. Somebody can tell me if I double gave them that points. I'm pretty sure I forgot to because I was focused on me being able to power. That was my next move because I really need that power. I need the power. Alright, I'm gonna go here to get a QIC. Thomas' turn. This comes in, this goes over. Faction action. So 5 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 points. 67 to 71. They are just racking up points. Terraforming step for yellow. The brown's not crazy. There's no extra points. I mean, there's like the big points, like, hey, 5 points for Federation tile, or 5. Yeah, they just, I'm not seeing a path to a lot of points here, which is upsetting. I haven't placed a mine yet, so I probably should do that. This is me being upset. Alright, what I'm going to do is cycle this 3 to take this action, spend an ore and 2 credit. Oh, man. To put this mine here. When I place a mine, I get 2 points. Gives me another planet type. Thomas turn down over. Moving up on a random track, moving up on this track, 2 points, 1, 2. The Xenos are fun though, the Federation bonus is wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have enough power, man. A lot of the round boosters came out really funny, and the scoring and all of it. Right, if I could form like 4 federations in the next round, that'd be great. I just don't have the power. So I'm moving up on something. That's probably the smartest move. I might put another friggin' research lab out. Just absolutely punting on this for a little bit. Gives me another tactile. That gets up to 3. This is 4. Could start running up. I could take that. That I don't hate. Give me a bunch of QIC. And that's 4 knowledge, 6 knowledge. I'll jump up a bunch of things next round. I'm 1 credit short. One credit short of doing what I really want to do. Turn a QAC into an ore and turn that ore into a credit. Get that income tile. Then I have all the income. Alright, I'm going to spend the 4 knowledge to move up here, which lets me cycle 3. Toma's turn. This comes in, this comes over, this comes out. Doing an upgrade. Mine to a trading station closest to me. They're both 1 away. From the top is going to be this trading station. I can spend 1 point to cycle 2. That worked out well. And 1 point for them. Doing a lot more building than they were. I'm going to cycle 1 of these for a credit. I'm going to spend 3 ore and 5 credit because I play bad. I'm going to put this here to get another tactile. I'm going to take this tactile so I have all the income ones. Moves that up there. Gives me a QIC. Still haven't got my academy on the board. I told you because I play bad. but I'm about to get 3, 7, 8 knowledge. That's nice. Really run up a bunch of these tracks. I got a potential for like a huge 5th and 6th round, but fortunately nothing's up in their grill. That's going to have to be mine to Academy there. And if I have this tile at that point, which I can get from this action, it'll give you a lot of potential for a lot of things. Still really power short. All right. I gave them that point for this. I'm almost sure. Someone can let me know if I didn't. All right. Atoma's turn. This goes in, over. Wow. Upgrading again. This is their last trading station. I can spend a point to cycle 2. Sure. 1, 2. About to cycle 5. I'll take this credit and I'll pass. No, I'm not about to cycle 5. I will not take that credit. I will pass. I will hold on the first player. When I pass, I get 4 points, 17 to 21. This comes here. I will take this round booster. Yeah, I'm only cycling 1. This comes off. This comes off. Toma's turn. Potential end of round. No. Moving up on a random track. 2 from the right or left. It's like right. It's different. No points there. Moving up on its highest track. That's tied. 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 point there. 75. And then this comes out, not the end. It's placing a mine. It's placing a mine range 2. It's looking for Gaia planets range 2. There are none. It's looking for gray planets range 2. There are none. It's looking for blue planets range 2. There are none. Transcendent planets range 2. 2. Red planets range 2. Then we're doing the, nope, not red. We're looking at white. Nope, it is red. Yeah, two terraforming steps away. That's right. So red planet range 2, and also brown planets range 2. So there are no brown planets range 2. There's that 2 reds. There's the 2 transdam. Closest to me is going to be between that red and this transdam. Directional selection says from the bottom. It's going to get a mine here. I can spend a point to cycle 2. I do not believe there is a reason to do that. So I will hold off. Whatever. Spend a point, cycle 2. Why not? Whatever. Make it happen. And a point. This comes here. Support card. It takes the 1 on the left. This goes up here. We get 1 more card. They're going to get 6 points. So 76 to 82. Feels like my best COD stream. This is it's been a bad start. But yeah, we're gonna need to get at least 4 federations, I think. I don't think I've ever had all of my research labs out like that. Of course, the research lab, at least not this early, the research lab bonus, of course, is not in play. The last academy isn't everything I want. That 7-point card thing being there is kind of stupid. This goes away. Gaia planets are worth 4. That'd be a good place for a mine. These go sideways. All right, income. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 ore, 3 from my board, 1 from there. This flips. We get 5, 6, 7 credit. We get 4, 7, 8 knowledge. We get another QIC. We get a cycle 1, which does nothing. And that's it. That is it. These come off. I need to take this before they do, because that's the only thing that's 1 terraforming step for them. Oh, that's 1 terraforming step too, but it'd be down to the card at that point. I also want to get that though. I wonder how many sectors I'm going to be in. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be worth it. That's 7 points there. Yeah, I'm just not getting a lot of the points I want. I have the 4 there. I think I do all the power QIC stuff I can before they snag it on me. So I'm going to spend the 4 QIC, take this, and moves up on there. Toma's turn. They're doing an upgrade action. They're upgrading a mine closest to me, except they have no more trading stations, so they cannot do that. So at that point, they're going to upgrade a trading station into a research lab. Closest to me is going to be one of those 2. They're going to go from the bottom. It'll be this one. I could spend 2 points of cycle 3, except all my power is at the top. So 2 points for them, 82 to 84, and done. My turn. I'm going to cycle this 4 power. I probably should have done that in a different order, but I really think that was actually more important. So cycling 4, taking this to ore. That's good. Atoma's turn. Power QIC, 1 from the left. Does it twice, 4 points, 84 to 88. My turn. I'm going to spend 4 knowledge. Let's get down to 6. Moves up here. Cycles 3. Gets 2 QIC. Toma's turn. Down, over. Power QIC action. 2 from the right. 1. Covered that again. 4 points. 88 to 92. It's just an unbelievable amount of points for them right now. I'm going to spend a QIC, an ore, and 2 credit to place a mine here. That is going to be 4 points because of the round booster, so 20 to 24. Otoma's turn. Moving up in their highest track. That's only going to be this one. Wolf and 1 point. They're chasing me for that, which I can get as soon as I form a federation. I'm going to cycle 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otoma's turn. Moving up on a random track. 2 from the left. Ah, those. So they just take that off the board. No points. But if they move up on their highest track again, I'm going to lose out on that. So getting an academy and moving up to take that lost planet is going to be the Federation, and moving up to take that lost planet is going to be pretty important. I'm going to cycle 1 of these to get a credit, and I'm going to spend 6 credit and 4 ore to put. Oh shoot! I don't have a trading station. Woof. I'm going to spend 2 ore and 3 credit. Wow. Well, just gotta hope to get this here. Don't take it. All right, placing a mine, kind of like this. Mine range 2. This blue is the only one that's 1 terraforming step. That's within range 2 for them. So they're placing a mine here. I could spend a point to cycle 2. Actually, I don't spend anything. I just cycle this one for free. And 1 point. I'm going to spend this 4 to get 7 credit. Gets me up to 9. So that worked out well. Otoma's turn. Don't take it. It's doing an upgrade. It has a trading station back. That is a second priority, so closest to me is here. I can spend a point to cycle 2. 3 points for them. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm remembering their points every turn. If I win by less than 5, someone can do the math for me later. I'm now going to spend this QIC as an ore. 3 more ore, 6 credit. Finally getting this on the board. So now I can build a federation for 6. And remember, my planetary institutes and research labs and academies count as 4 each. Otoma's turn. This goes here. It's doing an upgrade. Again, it has to be the research lab to the academy. I could spend 3 to cycle 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to cycle this 1 to get a credit. I'm going to take this out and form a federation over here. With that federation, I'm going to take this, which gives me 8 points, so 20 to 28, and 2 power QIC, or 2 power my power cycle. All right, Otoma's turn. Potential end of round, not end of round. Power QIC action, 1 from the left, 3 points. It's already up to a hundo, which makes me think I haven't been forgetting their points because that's a lot. Now I'm going to spend this 4 knowledge, flip this over to get into here and get me the lost planet, which gives me another planet type. I can put it anywhere, range 4. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planet types. If I were to take that. I'm going to try to get 8 satellites on the board, so that's going to be a thing. And I need to get 11 buildings at least. Crazy thing is a lot of my biggies are already out. I'm going to have a ton of knowledge. I do want to have to jam these hard next round. Try to, I mean, the AI track makes sense. I mean, this would be, if I take that tile, that's a 10-point play. If I get enough Federation tokens. All right, Atoma's turn. Potential end of round. It is not moving up on a random thing. 3 from the right. Bam, 2 points, 102. I'm going to do this action. Gives me a QIC because I haven't done that yet. Atoma's turn. It is the end of the round. It's taking this. This goes here. It's going to be the first player next turn. We add the last card from the deck. So we took 4 out of the game early. Toma has a Gaia planet and a blue planet. So I have 1 Federation. This is a Federation. Need to get to 11 buildings. Don't think I'm getting more planet types out. Income, I'm getting 8 knowledge. All right, I'm going to form another Federation, putting this here as my second satellite. I'm going to take this, 7 points, so 28 to 35, and 2 ore. Spend the 1 or 2 credit in this QIC to colonize this Gaia planet right here. That's 4 points because of the round booster, so 35 to 39. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buildings on the board. I have to build a lot of mines next turn. Woof. Oh, that's a 9th. So I only need to build 3 mines. Definitely want to get my academy out. Maybe not. From a point standpoint, though, that might be smart. And if I had 2 more credits, I could do that. Just what an unbelievable scoring for the Atoma. So Atoma gets 2 more points when it passed. This goes away. Clearing off all of these. Taking this. All right. Cycling 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm cycling 18. Yeah, never mind. I would have taken a credit before I ended that. And then everything cycles. Because 4 plus 4. I get a QIC in income. I get 4, 8 knowledge in income. I get 1, 5 credit, gets me up to 8. And I get 4 ore, gets me up to 5. Her. Toma is first. And we could count these. I have, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buildings. Atoma has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buildings. Satellites, I have 2. Oh, shit. I wasn't keeping track of the Atomas. Every time they placed a mine that wasn't adjacent. So, there, they have 4. Easy enough to figure out because those 2 were their starting satellites. So they're up to 4 on the satellites. Atoma's first, support card, power QIC. Oh, that's the worst. They took all my point scoring. What a fuck. The worst. One from the right. Bam. Both of those out. Done. 3 points. No, 4 points. 104 to 108. That's a really, because I was gonna definitely do this. That's just a horrendous luck there. Wow. Well, shoot. Until I fill up all that crap. It's a tactile. Why would I do that? 6 and 6. Well, hopefully that stops. I'm going to spend 4 Put this here, get 2 ore. Potoma's turn. Moving up random one, it's going to move up that one, 2 points, 110. I'm going to spend 4 knowledge to move up here. Nope. That's bad. Now I'm going to spend the 6 and 6 to build this Planetary Institute. This comes back. When I do that, I can take a tech tile. I'll take this tech tile, which makes me flip this. I get 10 points, 39 to 49. I can move up any track I want. I'm moving up on that. Thomas there, and this goes there. This goes over. Moving up on a random track from the right. We skip this one because it doesn't do anything. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there's no research tile, and I'm already in the highest level, and 0 points. I'm going to form a federation, taking 2 out, putting 2 mines in. So that gives me up to 4 mines. And I'm going to take this federation token, which gives me 2 more power in my cycle, and 8 points, which gets me to 49 to 57. Potoma's turn. Moving up on its highest one, so it's going to be one of these two. 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 point. I'm going to spend 4 of these to get to 6. This moves up. This cycles 3. My terraforming steps now only cost 1 for me. Remember, terraforming steps are points this round. Potoma's turn. This moves over. This moves up. It's going to do an upgrade action. It doesn't have any trading stations. It does not have a research lab on the board. So trading station to a research lab closest to me is going to be this one, or research lab to, trading station to a research lab coming from the bottom. I could spend 3 to cycle 4. Sure. 1, 2, 3, cycling 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spend 3 to do this. 1 and 2 to put a mine out here. And that is 2 points because I did some terraforming. Remember, I need to get 11 structures on the board, so not the craziest. And I still would like to get 5 more mines on the board. 5 more satellites on the board somehow. I don't think I gave the point for that. It's going to do 1 from the left. 3 points. 115. I'm going to spend 4 more knowledge. Go up on here. Get 2 more ore. this over. I missed. Where was my mistake? No, I'm not taking the ore. I'm taking the credit. I'm not taking the QIC. All right, upgrade action. Mine to a trading station. It's gonna have to be this one. I could spend 3 to cycle 4. I think I have to 1, 2, 3, cycle 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm doing this step to get a QIC. 3 points for them. I forgot to do that. Atoma's turn. 3 from the left, from the right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 points. 18 to 22. I'm going to spend these 4 QIC to take a tech tile. Taking this tech tile. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planetize, so immediately gives me 5 knowledge. Moves me up here to gives me 2 ore. I already gave them the 4 for that. Toma's turn. It's doing an upgrade action. It has no more trading stations. It's going to have to turn that academy into a research lab. I could spend 2 to cycle 3. No point. I don't think. It'd be 3 to cycle 4, but again, I only have 3 there. Fine, whatever. 2 to cycle 3. I could use it for credits, which I'm definitely low on. All right, I'm spending 4 knowledge, flipping this to get up here, which gives me 6 points and 2 knowledge. 57, 2 knowledge. Uh, 1 point there. I'm pretty sure I didn't give them 2. Potential end of game. Nope, they're placing a mine. Of course they are. I get to figure out how many buildings it is for them. So 2 away. So this is 2 terraforming steps. The red's 2 terraforming steps. Orange is 3. Red's 2 terraforming steps. 2 terraforming steps. 2 terraforming steps. 2 terraforming steps. So nothing's 1. Closest to me is the only one that's adjacent. They're placing a mine there. 1 point. I'm gonna cycle these 2 for 2 credit because I need credits. I'm spending 4, flipping this to get into here, which gives me 9, gets me up to 10. Toma's turn, potential end of game. Oh, dear God, end the game for him. trading station to a research lab. This one's closest to me. I could spend 3 to cycle 4. Sure. Because I'm gonna need credits. No, I won't do it. 1, 2, 3. There's no point because I can get 2, get 2. Pretty sure I'm okay there. 2 points. 1, 2. Wolf. That also was already adjacent to him. So yeah, still only 4 satellites. So we're good there. Question is for two. Oh man. Now I gotta do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and cycle 4. Right, because I have to build trading stations at the Gaia forming steps. Oh, I probably should have gotten. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to the top of that. I'm not going to get the Federation token. I mean, this is 3 power. I only need 3 more. So if I can get a trading station and 2 mines. Actually, I don't take that 9. I'd be down to 1. Get the 4 QICs. I mean, gotta be 6 credit though. I think I go here with that movement. I get the 4 QICs. So it gives me a little more flexibility. So now I can God, it's gonna be a lot. The red's 2. Orange is 1 terraforming step. So 2 terraforming steps and an ore. 1 terraforming step and an ore. Alright, I'm going to cycle these 4 for 4 credit. It's not going to have enough power. Ah! Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's mad close, though. There's 2 terraforming steps in an ore, 1 terraforming step in an ore. Well, let's try to figure it out. I'm going to do 1 ore and 2 credit, placing a mine here. As a minimum, I have to get to 11 buildings, right? So Atoma's turn. So I haven't done this yet. Let me give myself, let me cycle 3 for an ore. I think that makes more sense. This goes over here, potential on the round is the end of the round. So that's done and scored 6 points. So 126 to 132. His final tallies here are he has 2 academies, Planetary Institute, 1 research lab, so that's 4 buildings, 3 training stations, and 1 mine. So he's got 8 buildings total. So we definitely got him there. The question is, can I get 5 mines on the board? I think I messed that up. As far as his mines, he only has 4. As far as my mines, I'm already at 4. That'd be even a double eel. But as far as my buildings, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buildings on the board so far. Question is, can I get 2 more? This orange is 1 terraforming step and the thing. Now, I'm going to do this to cycle 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn his knowledge into a credit. I can turn this into a credit. I could spend 2 ore and 2 credit to place a mine here. And that's going to cost me, that's going to give me 2 points. So that's 2 terraforming steps. That's, that gets me 2 points. This is 1 terraforming step. It's gonna be mad close. Well, here's the kicker. I'm literally one resource away. Do not have the power. If I don't cycle the 3 for an ore, actually. I cycled it for 2 credit. So I had to spend this as an ore. And I got a 2 credit that way. Which I didn't spend yet. And then I did this. Because it went 3 and then 1 over. And then I used 1. So instead of cycling for an ore, I used 1 more of those, and then I would have had 2 credit. And then I just used 1 credit for that last mine. Everything else should be equal, right? So I got 2 credit, I cycled 4, everything's back here. Instead of what I did. I cycled 3, got an ore, used the ore. Instead I used that. This goes up, this goes over. And then I used 1 for a credit. Because I still had a credit there. And I used a knowledge. Yeah, that's what I did. I used a knowledge and I used 1 of those. So instead, I cycled 2 for 2 credits. I cycle all 4. And then I use a knowledge and 1 of those for... Oh yeah, the math is just better. Because now I have 3 here. That's a much more efficient use, and I still have these 2 credits. Because now I can cycle this for an ore. So I just did it backwards. Because now I want all 4 of them there instead of wasting any of my power cycle. So that makes much more sense. So now I get the ore. I can spend these 2 ore. Someone has to check me on this later. These 2 ore, QICs as 2 ore. That's a 3rd ore and 2 credit. That's 2 terraforming steps and a thing for a mine, and then that 2 terraforming steps gives me 4 points. And now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for satellites. I can use this to make it an ore, which makes it a power. I take all 5 of these out of my cycle to get myself. I'm now Irish. To get to myself, because this goes here. When I make a federation with 6, I will take this for 12 points. That gets me from 60 to 72, but that more importantly gives me the lead here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because of the lost planet, it gives me the lead here as well. So if just to kind of review what I originally did and then what I changed it to, because remember I still had this. What I knew I was 1 away. That's why it was confusing. What I was originally did is I spent 3, got an ore, then cycled 4, and then used 1 for a credit. But now I'm kind of stuck, right? So the better use was spending 2, getting 2 credits, because the QICs are so flexible. Then I cycle 4. Then I use 1 for a credit, 3 for an ore. And with all 4 QICs I had, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I had this, which was a credit, and I had another ore. I was able to get myself where I was able to terraform and build 3 mines just much more efficiently. So again, I had to think through that. Sorry for the annoyance. But scoring is going to be close. I don't think I pulled this out. It's crazy. I did not get to the top of that knowledge track, but you can see, you know, how effective it was everywhere else. But I literally have 0 more resources. I had to take out all 4 of these. And then I knew I was 1 resource away. That's why I was like, let me rethink this. So I was like, so turning that into 2 credit instead of 1 ore, because I was about to turn a QIC into a credit. I was like, somewhere my math went wrong. The fortunate thing is it only cost me 3 extra credits, 3 extra ore for terraforming, because that was 1 step, that was 2 steps, that was free. So then it totally cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ore and 6 credit. The QICs gave me 3 of that ore. This gave me a 4th. I had 2 ore. And then the credits I got 2, 1 from the knowledge, and then I cycled. I think I cycled 1 more for another 1. So I mean, ultimately it was all there, but it was crazy. So I pass. I get 12 points for passing, 72 to 84. Yeah, it's just a really interesting puzzle. Again, I don't think we pulled it off, but we'll see. I have literally 0 resources left. It came down to every resource. So this is where, like, getting one of these advanced texts where it was 5 points for Federation token. I had 5, or, you know, they were just, these tiles weren't absolutely great. I didn't get that 7 points there. That's a big loss. So I don't think it's going to work out, but we'll see. The Atoma, fortunately, only scores 12 points over here, so he goes 32 to 44. And he has 8, 16, 20 points there. That's a lot for the Itars. That's bananas. 24 gets him up to 164. That's a pretty big score. For me, we're gonna get end around, it goes away. We're gonna get 36 points over here. So 80 to plus 36. Well, 84 plus 30 gets us to 114, plus the 6 gets us to 120. And then we're going to get 12, 24, 36, 44 points from that. That gets us up to 164. Okay. I'm going to assume I forgot to score them at some point and probably take this as a loss. But what is the tiebreaker? It's probably most leftover resources. Cleanup. Final scoring. In case of a tie, the tied players share the victory. What? That's awesome. Really? Wow. So 12 points there. Yeah, and I needed to cycle every time I did. Obviously, I was down to every resource mattering. No chance. I don't think I've ever had a tie on the nut, and I'm not sure I did the scoring right. But, you know, I'm going to take this as a moral victory. That was a. Are you serious? Yeah. I mean, the crazy. I just had nothing, right? Like, I couldn't have developed a research lab. I had no trading stations on the board. You know, there really wasn't any other path. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, it was all about getting to that fourth federation. At least from here, I got never get the phone federation token from there. But the yeah, planet types. We get another planet type. We get this red. It says you share the victory, so you won. I won, or someone's gonna be like, "Well, in round 3, you forgot to give the Atoma 1 point." But yeah, the Itars can really jump up in points, and on top of them making your life very difficult here. I mean, if you really think about where I lost the game, but again, it's down to every resource. But that said, this getting jammed up early was really gross because I was going to use 3 definitely going to use 3 QICs, take that, which not only let me score a tile, but it would have also given me resources, and every resource mattered. So, but including the QICs. But in some ways, it kind of replaces itself because it's giving you resources. If I score 7 more points and 2 ore, well, I'm turning 3 QIC into, essentially, I was using QIC for ore so much anyway. But then again, every resource matters, right? So I might not have been able to do the other things that I was doing. So, um, but that's wild. I mean, getting raced to that was a little gross. It kind of maybe put some things out of order. I'm not sure I would have been that eager to take the Lost Planet had the Itar's not been breathing down my neck on that one. So, but what an interesting matchup, an interesting game. With again those round boosters being what they were, there's a lot of things that weren't working well together. Satellites is not great for the Xenos because the Xenos, they don't get extra power. That's their thing. They don't need power because they can form federations with only 6. I mean, the fact that I have 2 federations with 4 buildings is gross. I have 3 federations with 7 buildings, which is gross. I'm throwing those out there just because of the end games. So these are not great boosters, not the scoring opportunities for the Xenos, and the Itars really, make it all that much harder. They did build a lot more than they would normally do, so that actually worked out to my advantage. Because I was really able to power cycle off them a lot. This was just in the wrong spot, but again, I used all of those, so maybe it is what it is. Had I gotten this early, is an idea. I get up on the economic track, plus I'm getting 3 points for every Gaia planet. I did end up getting a couple of those. I only got 3 of those. So, and actually my Planetary Institute and my Academy are both on them. So that's interesting. But yeah, what a weird game. What a weird game. So that was super fun. Always been very long since I came to Gaia. Like the fact that a top 5 game of mine did not make it to the table on the channel. And really, from a solo standpoint, off the channel, in almost a year, kind of gives you a sense of what my life is like right now. So things have changed. But look, I'm looking to get Primal on the channel next. It's definitely overdue. For sure. We just spent a ton of time playing that game in the last week, and it's awesome. I'm very, very impressed with that game, and I'm sorry for anyone that is not happy to hear me say that, because I know the price point is pretty gross on that one. But this was cool. I mean, I do want to get Dawn of the Zeds back on the channel as soon as I have an afternoon free to make that happen. And I also want to obviously get back to Uprising. Maze Night will be too far away. Spirit Island, my Spirit Island hiatus is extending, and there's reasons for that, but we'll come back to it eventually. But just not in the Spirit Island frame of mind right now. So. But this was great. That's about it. Questions, comments, epiphanies, put them in the comment section below. Things you would have done differently. I might play this again off camera. Probably not. Maybe not. I got to figure out what I'm doing the rest of today. But this was super cool. And as always, Alfred, Brian, great to see you. As usual, hope you guys are both doing really well, along with everybody else. And until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.